things first, let's talk ingredients. You'll need 6 thick slices of day-old sourdough bread, 3 large eggs, 3/4 cup of whole milk, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a pinch of salt, 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter for cooking, and lavender honey for drizzling. Now, if you're like my kids and think lavender is just for grandma's potpourri, feel free to use regular honey. But trust me, the lavender adds a little something that'll make you feel fancy, even if you're eating this in your pajamas with bedhead. Prep time for this dish is about 15 minutes, with a cooking time of 10 minutes. It's perfect for a weekend brunch or a breakfast for dinner situation when you're too lazy to cook a proper meal. Don't judge me, we've all been there. Now, let's talk taste. This French toast is like a warm hug for your mouth. The sourdough adds a tangy twist to the classic recipe, and the lavender honey brings a subtle floral note that'll make you feel like you're dining in a fancy cafe. It's sweet, but not so sweet that you'll go into a sugar coma. And let's be honest, any recipe that lets you eat bread soaked in a sweet eggy mixture is a winner in my book. As for nutritional info, let's just say this isn't exactly a kale smoothie. But hey, life's too short to count calories on the weekend, right? You're getting some protein from the eggs, calcium from the milk, and, bread-based nutrients from the bread. Just nod and smile if anyone asks if it's healthy. All right, let's get cooking. First, whisk together the eggs, milk, sugar, vanilla, cinnamon, and salt in a shallow bowl. This is your egg mixture, and it's about to become your bread's new best friend. Next, melt a tablespoon of butter in a large skillet or griddle over medium heat. While that's happening, dip a slice of sourdough into the egg mixture, letting it soak for about 30 seconds on each side. You want it well coated, but not so soggy that it falls apart faster than my patience during a PTA meeting. Once your bread is nice and eggy, place it on the hot skillet. Cook for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side, or until golden brown. Repeat with the remaining slices, adding more butter to the pan as needed. If you're feeling extra fancy, or just want to avoid doing dishes, you can keep the cooked slices warm in a 200 degrees Fahrenheit oven while you finish the rest. Now here's where the magic happens. Drizzle that beautiful golden brown French toast with lavender honey. If you're feeling extra indulgent, add a pat of butter on top and watch it melt into all the nooks and crannies. Serve immediately, preferably with a side of crispy bacon or fresh berries if you're trying to convince yourself that you're being healthy. Oh, and here's a pro tip. If you have any leftover egg mixture, don't throw it out. You can make a mini scramble and pretend you planned a balanced breakfast all along. Your kids will never know the difference. Now, let's talk about some variations because, let's face it, sometimes we need to switch things up to avoid a family mutiny. If you're out of sourdough, you can use any thick sliced bread. Just avoid the pre-sliced sandwich bread unless you want your French toast to have the structural integrity of a wet tissue. For a dairy-free version, you can substitute the milk with almond milk or coconut milk. Just be prepared for your French toast to taste a bit like a tropical vacation, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. You could even add some shredded coconut to the egg mixture for extra island vibes. Suddenly, your kitchen is a beach in Hawaii, and you didn't even have to deal with TSA. If you're feeling extra adventurous, try adding a splash of Grand Marnier or bourbon to the egg mixture. Just make sure to save some for yourself. Cooking can be stressful, you know? And if anyone questions your 10 a.m. cocktail, just tell them it's for the recipe. They don't need to know about the extra shot you took for quality control. Now, let's talk about that lavender honey for a second. If you can't find it at your local store, because apparently not everyone's grocery store is stocked like a gourmet food hall, you can make your own. Just heat some regular honey with a few drops of food-grade lavender essential oil or dried lavender buds. Strain out the buds if you use them, unless you want your breakfast to look like it's been attacked by purple confetti. And speaking of honey, if you're not a fan of lavender, or you're allergic to flowers that aren't in a vase, feel free to use any flavored honey you like. Cinnamon honey, truffle honey, or even spicy honey can add an interesting twist to your French toast. Just maybe avoid the garlic-infused honey your weird aunt gave you for Christmas. There's experimental, and then there's just plain wrong. Now, I know some of you overachievers out there might be thinking, but what about homemade sourdough bread? To which I say, calm down, Martha Stewart. If you have the time and patience to nurture a sourdough starter like it's your third child, go for it. But store-bought is perfectly fine and won't judge you for forgetting to feed it for a week. As we wrap up this culinary adventure, let me leave you with one final piece of advice. Always make extra. Trust me, there's nothing worse than making the perfect batch of French toast only to have your family devour it in seconds, leaving you with nothing but a sticky plate and the faint memory of lavender honey. Plus, leftover French toast makes for a great midnight snack when you're up late binge-watching that new series everyone's talking about. So there you have it, folks, sourdough French toast with lavender honey. It's a recipe that's sure to impress your brunch guests, or, at the very least, make your family think you've got your life together for a hot minute. And remember, if all else fails, there's always cereal. But between you and me, I think you've got this. Now go forth and conquer that kitchen. Just try not to conquer it like my husband did. The fire department really doesn't need any more of our baked goods as apology gifts.